I'll have you know it's true.
No, it's not.
It's very true.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, welcome to the stream.
Everyone who is here compliments Chris.
No!
He's being
I'm
hard
gonna
on
fucking
himself.
die
Okay.
here, Jack!
Also, you guys are... I forgot to turn you 12 decibels louder than you should be. Don't worry about that.
Thank you, Kiro.
Actually,
Thank
were
you
you
for
to...
the locks.
Does that affect the output of the thing? I don't think it does. Well, no one's speaking, so I can't test it now. Hi!
Oh. I didn't really understand what was going on.
Oh, no, that's just my ear sounds. That's a weird sentence.
Just your ear sounds, Chris.
Yeah, okay, so I have a slider for how loud you are in my ears, but it doesn't affect OBS. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, it was, I'm gonna die. Yeah.
Thank you, Hoover, for your service to this
Hello.
country.
No, miss. Well, the commissioning, yes, please, but no.
This is correct, and so is Kiro.
Grumble, grumble. Right, hopefully this time, if we go over to where we're going to doodle, you should be audible.
Yay.
There we go. There, this time, the beginning of the stream actually includes your voices. Hooray!
Hooray! We did
Good
it.
thing we talked.
And with
very-
we, I mean Chris.
I remembered to add you. Hurrah!
We helped.
I mean, we helped by confirming that it does work.
Yes, exactly.
You can't tell, oh, is the mic working or not? Is this version of the mic setup working or not if there's not someone talking?
Which
Yeah.
I did not get until you very clearly said so.
Yeah, that's fine. To be fair, I didn't really make it clear what I was doing. So, hi. Welcome to stream. The very well-planned stream, as usual. That should be the name of the stream, actually. The very well-planned stream.
Yeah. With friends.
Today, with friends. Very well-planned friend stream. We have some friends here on the thing. We have Poop Pooch. Is it accurate to real life? And definitely not getting in the way of Christie's drawing. It's fine. We have Poop
Never.
Kitten, which is just Chib.
Is me. I am tired.
We have the Long Cat, who might be a leaf.
Or a skateboard.
Skateboard.
Oh, skateboard. Skateboard.
We
Got
saw
wheels.
the same thing.
It's got the dots for the screws. Or their nipples, one or the other.
I don't know.
That's a very
what
weird
you
place
said
to have those.
It's a long cat. They follow their own rules. And then there's my cat, because gimmick. So today, this is something we vaguely talked about last time and only vaguely remembered. We're going to be the random generator, and
It's
whoever's
us.
drawing has to draw whatever everyone else says, but we're all going to say it all at once, so we don't know what anyone else is going to say.
We're eliminating the middleman.
Exactly.
that
If you-
we-
And, and I'm
generator.
also interested to see how this distribution goes, because a colleague of mine once tried to randomly generate things for an assignment they were doing for a genetics lab, like manually, as it were, coming up with the random stuff themselves, and then it turns out, oh no, they weren't random,
Humans have biases. Who would have thought?
because humans are pattern-seeking creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thunk?
I'm looking forward to us all saying
I
feet.
eagerly await to see how these change.
Yeah, we're all going to say feet, and then the next time we're going to go, well, I'm not going to say feet, and then we all say hands. Stuff like that. Yeah, so you just basically you're going to say a thing that you want the next character to have, be they... I gave some examples in Discord, like tentacles, big moustache, a void for a face, whatever. Bum, that's important. I guess anybody is gonna type the prompt in Discord, so I guess if you're in Discord, feel free to join in. Even
Yeah.
more.
Just start adding things.
Yeah, we're all gonna do. I'm gonna do a little countdown. Or I guess
But there's
gonna
delay for those
there's
who
gonna be
are
delay.
watching
Yeah,
instead of in the call.
as soon as you see somebody post something in Discord, post it yourself. I guess that's probably the best way to. So yeah, who wants to go first?
I think I'll go last or something. Maybe so Doggo can move in the meantime, hopefully.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll go first.
Cheeb, sleepy cheeb.
I am sleepy. Give me nonsense.
Right. Okay. So yeah, just type thing in Discord, and then we'll all press enter at the same time. Again, feel free if you're in the Discord, go to the Hangout chit chat thing, Patreon, Discord, and type in a thing, and then we'll all press enter. And I have not thought of something yet.
Now comes the part of figuring out what do I want to type in.
I have added a comparative, which is interesting because it's going to be compared to something that I don't know if anybody else is going to mention.
That is interesting.
I would love it if the exact opposite comparative happens and there's just an infinite loop. That'd be great.
It's like those random description generators we get where we're just kind of like, now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. How can this character have all of these traits?
Mm-hmm. You figured something out?
Have we got stuff?
Hmm.
Are we ready to press?
Everyone ready?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nonsense. That's
Nice.
so specific.
You can be as specific as you like.
Mhm.
So we have hands much bigger than head, bahongas, and arms. Arms are handy. Well, they're army,
Also
really.
handy.
No, hands are handy.
Hands are handy, arms are army. E.
Okay.
So from this point on, it's up to you. Or you can just draw that. A pair of bahongas with a pair of arms. Well, it doesn't say a pair. It can be as many bahongas as you like. With arms coming out and massive hands. Actually, I did specify hands bigger than head, and there's no mention of head, so that's up to you.
Yeah.
The head could
Right.
be tiny. My prompt could be that your head is tiny.
It could be that the head is non-existent, in which case any size of hand would be bigger than the head.
Yes. Any positive numbers bigger than 0.
Small head.
Okay, well there is now a head, unless we
Okay.
turn this into Bazonga instead.
I was trying to combine the words, but I think it might sound rude.
It's
Bomb
okay.
handger?
I was thinking bahong heads.
Bahong head?
What?
That sounds like an insult.
Yeah.
Oh, you bahong head.
God, this is messing with my brain a little bit.
It's there are just 3 things. You can draw literally anything you want. They just have to have bahongas, arms, and hands much bigger than their head.
Does more
Yeah.
prompts make it easier?
I mean, feel free to give me more problems, honestly, because right now I'm just drawing a person.
Should we do 3 more?
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
this thing would work better if there was more than 3 things.
Yeah. That's fine. We can do another round.
Yeah.
So maybe each time each of us does 2, since there's only 3 of us.
That makes sense.
Although that does mean that we will limit at least some of the insanity unless someone decides to do arms and then more arms.
2 giant arms and 2 thin arms. There's the bahongas.
You said bahongas. No, Christy said bahongas, so, you know. Gonna
Post-
get them.
Okay, well, I'll post mine as well.
Tootsies.
Oh, yay!
Raccoon tail.
Okay, we have Tootsies, a raccoon tail, and another tail. So
Good.
got some crossover. Nice.
Well, this has changed my vision of this person a little bit.
But there we go. See, now is this game more specific? We're narrowing down. Anyway, next 3. No. More are available on request, but we won't force them upon anybody.
Personality full shape. That was very broken English.
I mean, feel free to break English as much as you want. It probably deserves it.
Yeah, English is already just like a pile of rubble on the floor. It doesn't matter. Who cares if you kick the rubble around a bit?
I like this shape.
These are some big arms.
Yeah.
I like these arms.
They appear to have Ludo pieces for arms.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there we go.
Tag him.
Big ol' fingies.
Looks also sort of like paws.
Might be paws. I did specify raccoon tail. This might just be a raccoon.
This is what
Furry.
raccoons look like now.
I think this is a furry.
Maybe, yeah. Big hand. Yeah, big hands. I did mention that.
Yeah, I think this is a furry.
Or maybe gloves? Yeah, probably.
They just got very burned.
Yeah, they were wearing a white cat suit, and then it got burned. And I was like, oh, a raccoon, that'll do.
It's fine.
That, or they were subject to that prank where it's like, oh, look through these binoculars, and someone put like black paint
Yeah.
along the eye things.
You could have gone as a panda, I suppose.
Yeah, but raccoon is great.
He already had the big floofy tail. Sorry, tails.
Also, the paw hands for a raccoon is really funny to me because raccoons are one of the
they
few
do.
animals where
Oh, yeah.
their hands just look like people hands.
They do, yeah.
Listen, it's part of their costume. They didn't think this really through too much, okay?
Look, is their original character? You wouldn't understand.
They burned their hands, so they got real swollen. So they tried to get some cream on their hands, but they could only dip their fingies.
They paid an artist like $500 to like render this version of that character, and now they're cosplaying it.
Now
I think you're lowballing how much was spent on that render.
I'm free.
Hey!
Oh yes, that good hair.
Run, free pup. Oh, it's big poofy hair, icy. Sorry, for some reason I thought they were like butterfly wings. I don't know why I thought that. There's nothing in the prompt about that.
This is a superhero. A very fumble-fingered superhero.
I mean, there is a superhero called Squirrel Girl.
Oh yeah.
Who hasn't really changed much since the Golden Era. And that's sort of the gimmick.
So I've got them panties outside their tights.
More with
now?
like absurdity. So like a lot of more modern superhero comics are at least sort of like pretending that it's like, oh, these are serious stories and serious reality. And then here comes Squirrel Girl, who's a mutant whose superpower is she talks to squirrels, and she just sort of beats up the bad guy that's this world-destroying monster that everyone else is struggling with, because that's what superheroes do. And I'm not even joking.
I love her.
Oh, she's amazing.
And this one's amazing too.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a superhero name. All I've got is Rakonga. Doesn't really work.
Rakonga.
It's probably something with like rack. Rack is another usually pejorative term for boobs. So
So
I don't know.
raccoon
You can do
and
something with raccoon. That is.
I mean, her name could just be Raccoon Girl. And yes,
could
I'm
be.
sure there's going to be at least one rack joke.
Oh. I get.
See, the problem with jokes is that they are always very... Referential humor means... referential humor relies on you understanding the reference.
Mm. It's got the cheap nose. Cheap stream nose. Little trapezium.
I never know how these like masks work.
Oh, the domino mask.
Yeah. Never really get how they work, but it's fine.
Just...
I mean, I don't think they do work, but...
They work with adhesive.
Because that
Oh, it's
is
Wally.
fun. Hold on.
Convention.
All the Ratchet and Clank games have double entendres in their titles. It does include Ratchet and Clank, because that can be abbreviated to RAC. Didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah, there was Green Lantern movie, not a very good movie, starring Ryan Reynolds. And there's one line in it where Ryan Reynolds in his Green Lantern outfit, which by the way was entirely done in CGI, which gives you an idea of how good it looks, which is not, shows up to the love interest and she immediately figures out who he is, and he's like, how do you know who I am? I'm wearing a mask. And she's just kind of like, I've known you since we were kids and I've seen you naked. Putting a little domino mask on top of your eyes isn't going to do much.
Good point. It's a good point. Well, it's more than bloody Superman, did he? He only had glasses. You can see through those.
Though I will, it's not usually presented well in like the comics and cartoons as far as I've seen. But if you've seen like the old Superman movies, he also does a different way of like holding his body. It's all a body language thing. So it's like, yes, the only difference is he's wearing a pair of glasses as far as face is concerned, but the body language is just totally different. It's really fun.
That's all very well, but I still recognize my friends if they leant over. Like,
there is that.
So
I'm sure people will still recognize me if I stand up straight.
I'm doing a superhero.
Superhero! Why not?
I mean, we told you.
Gotta get those undies on.
That's how he met his wife. I was recommended not too long ago a clip from Superman. I don't know why. YouTube shows me very peculiar things. But it was like from one of the old ones.
That the best explanation I have heard for I do think, though, the best explanation I've ever seen for why people don't generally recognize Clark Kent as Superman is mostly that everyone knows where Superman lives. Like, Superman's just like, oh, we know who Superman is. He's this alien from outer space who does superhero things, and he lives down at the South Pole in his weird tower thing. So it's like, oh, he's a celebrity. It's the same reason why you're not walking down the street and you see someone and you just immediately think, oh, is that famous actor? No, I mean, maybe, or maybe it's just someone who vaguely looks like that actor, and if you keep staring at them, you're going to be very rude.
So what you're saying is that Batman should have had like a public address. The Batcave should have been like a tourist attraction or something, like so that everyone knows it's like, oh, that's just Batman. They would never think. I don't know.
I mean, the Batcave is right under Wayne Manor, so probably not in that case. But like the God,
You make
what's
a
the
fake
name
one.
of that stupid tower called? I don't
The
remember what the name
Tower
of
of
the stupid tower is called. I'd
Inaccessibility.
have to look it up.
I love the fur detail.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, if you want a little bit of guidance, there are 2 prompts that have not been included yet.
What?
Which is that there's another tail.
Oh, right. And Tootsies.
And-
How
and
could I
Tootsies.
forget about the Tootsies?
Don't forget about the Tootses.
I mean, I figured that was just included with the toe beans that you've included here in the hands.
Well, I guess so.
All
Again,
of it,
we're
yeah.
ignoring the fact that raccoon hands actually look like hands.
Listen,
It was
just because she themed herself after a raccoon doesn't mean she knows shit about raccoons, okay?
True.
It's a common misunderstanding. She has
Why
to clarify this on the daily.
Sorry,
Also,
YouTube
the
sending me
fact
weird
that the
recs. Oh, that's
gloves
fine.
have got like 3 paw things
Yeah,
there, and
don't
then the
worry
thumb
about
means one of those things has 2 fingers in it, and I don't
But
know
it's
which one it's funnier to have the 2 fingers in it.
It's like a shorthand when drawing hands is you tend to draw the middle finger and the ring finger together because they're connected by the same tendon and all that sort of stuff, so they tend to be relatively similar. If you have like an extreme hand pose or something, you can sort of draw those 2 together to sort of save time or make the composition a bit easier to understand. So I imagine they're the ones that are together.
They're not
Also, it's
climber.
sorry, what? Sorry, I
They're
interrupted.
not good at climbing.
No, they're very slippery gloves.
Did
But
these?
Tutzes!
More paws.
She knows a lot about raccoons. So much, definitely. Don't ask her any trivia actually about raccoons, but just know that, just be aware that she knows it.
She's a
I'm
budget
kind of
superhero. She found some old fursuits on eBay, and these were the ones she could afford.
I'm trying to
Can't
work
beat
out like what behavioral thing from raccoons is involved in the sort of superhero personality, and all I can really think of is like that they didn't intend to like be a crime fighter or anything like that. They just dug through a lot of trash and kept finding evidence that was important.
That's
What's it
really
called
funny,
when you
actually.
collect trash? Scavenge for like here it's called a scala, just a treasure when you go get food from dumpsters that supermarkets throw out that's still good.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we have a expression for that, but
Oh.
yeah.
So
Heck
in the
you, I
US,
know.
there's an expression called dumpster diving, but that's just sort of a
Oh,
general, you dive into the dumpster to look for stuff. And
Also, I imagine
sometimes it's like, you're diving in there looking for food, but also I've not done it myself, but I had to be the person outside of the dumpster as the safety because there was one case at a scout camp where some of the staff had to go dumpster diving to get a retainer out because a kid had accidentally thrown it away on their tray. And that was gross. Everyone involved took a shower afterwards, even those who did not go into the dumpster.
Oh,
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
that's also a
pretty
thing. You have like dumpsters as being just sort of general things. I don't really think I've ever seen one in Britain.
like a
Like
big dumpster?
yeah, like I've seen like proper in like industrial sized, like outside a supermarket or whatever, just a huge, basically a lorry. But I've had between those, and there's skips, I suppose, but they're usually for like building stuff. Like if you're doing house renovations or something, there's usually a bin, usually a bath in it. But yeah, no, they're just the sort of get them in Edinburgh. Oh.
This is her.
Yay!
She's great. And she dumpster dives. That was the thing I was trying to say.
Also, she takes it very literally and actually, like, from the top of a building, dives headfirst.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
if you're a superhero who doesn't like take physical damage, why not? You know,
We're
Just
using that golden
one
age
dive into
cartoon
it.
logic.
Oh, yeah. Love it. I was expecting
Actually,
cursed
love
things
him
from this
very
stream,
much.
but I want to actually see more of this character.
That's really good.
Is this a first? Is this a first from these streams that I actually legitimately want to see more?
Is it? I don't know, but I'll take it. Maybe I'll draw her more. I do think she's very fun. There's also just something very funny about like superhero based on an animal who doesn't know jack shit about the animal they're based on. Like,
That's
yes,
good.
I'm a raccoon. You have paws. Yes, and
Animals have paws. What's your point?
I don't get it.
Inexplicably, my
And it's not even a change to make things easier, because as we said, it's like, oh, now you have fewer fingers to work with as far as your gloves are concerned. You've lost dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have to be able to climb if they're like a critter-based superhero.
Mm-hmm. You'd think so, but also.
You may think incorrectly. Cool. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
You want to go next? That's not last. Oh, I've got to think of a prompt.
Mm.
I guess we're each doing two at once.
Oh
to
yeah,
make this a little...
two prompts at
Right.
once. Two prompts at once. Maybe you could be as specific and outlandish as you like, or just very general.
And we have the
Finally.
everyone is typing.
I should put on like Jackbox music while this is happening.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. I got my two ready.
Me too.
Okay, so we go.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay, right. Well, there's a couple of things here that are interesting. We have chicken legs and big eyelashes. A beak. Kind of works with the chicken legs. Suspenders. Big kissable lips. Not sure how that works with the beak. And legs with fishnet stockings. So are they going?
I mean,
different legs or over the chicken legs?
Who knows?
they made the beaks flexible and kissable in Chicken Run, so
True. Also, suspenders is I can never remember which way around it is. Yeah, they're the ones over the shoulders, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, because over here, suspenders are the things that hold up stockings, and we have stockings, so we could do those as well. But we would call what you call suspenders. We would call braces.
We'd usually call those sock stays.
Oh.
Because they make your socks stay.
A perfectly reasonable name, must be said. Yeah, we have braces for what you would call suspenders. Yeah, Kira's got it. Plain language fun. There's another funny thing about Ratchet and Clank. There's a theory that the Lombaxes, Ratchet's race, are so much more technologically advanced than so many other races because they're the only race in those games to have shown to have 5 fingers. Every other race, even the human equivalent, has 3 fingers. So they're missing out on more dexterity or something. The number of fingers directly correlates to intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why dolphins are so stupid.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, we're drawing a sexy chicken run chicken, I guess.
Very, very fluffy.
Big eyelashes and big kissable lips, beak lips.
It's for the stocking.
Yeah, stockings over the chicken legs. Yeah. Must be an absolute pain to get those on.
Oh, I imagine, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like you got like the sharp like claws as well. You could constantly tear holes in them, and oh god.
That's suspenders, right? That counts.
Yes.
They count in the UK.
Yeah, that's our version of suspenders. So technically,
yes, they count.
correct.
But if you want more suspenders, you can always add them.
Yes, depends on who you ask. Turns out there are
I have no
differences.
idea how to go on.
I know that feeling in general. Yeah, there was no real reference of what's going on with the arms or wings. So
No.
you do what you like there.
Was that a fluffy boa around
Ooh.
They are sexy.
a very sexy chicken? Are we at a furry convention here? Is that just
We
gonna
might
be
be,
a
yeah.
theme?
This is another superhero. Glam chicken. Or whatever. Yes,
This is gonna
US
be
pants are US pants are UK trousers and UK pants are US underwear. Yes. It's
English.
English, hooray! You read a lot of Doctor Who and Torchwood fanfic, that's why you know British terms. We've also had the discussion on stream about the difference between biscuits, pudding as well. What you call a hat, we would call shoes. It's very strange.
What?
Gravy.
Don't joke about those things. There's already too much nonsense going on.
So I like how we've split between the chat is talking about the differences between US and UK slang, and then we've got the burlesque chicken here on the screen.
I love the burlesque chicken. They look very good. It's very funny.
And birdlesque, that's all I've got really.
Ooh, nice big eyelashes.
Big eyelashes.
Big eyelashes for the glam chicken.
This really did, like, these prompts really fit. Like, so my prompts and Ragdoll's prompts both, well, this is, Ragdoll's suspenders are different, I guess, so it's a different intention. But from my English, UK perspective, our prompts are very similar. And then Cheap's just going, kissable lips and fishnet stockings, please.
Listen, I went sexy and I was very aware of it.
It works.
As is your right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, isn't it? Hang on, I'm going to look up. I'm going to search gravy.
I like how we've covered up. We've dealt with any sort of need to figure out what sort of top this chicken is wearing by just going, here's the wing in front of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to know. It's part of the show. A big kissable beak. Oh, with duck clips. That fits.
Oh, yeah.
That's both.
Actually, why are they called duck lips?
Mhm.
I've never questioned that before. Just oh yeah, duck lips. And now I think about it, they have a beak. They don't look like duck lips at all. What's going on? What is this
Uh,
misrepresentation of ducks?
I
so
mean,
you
I guess
think
it's
ducks
because
aren't
if you,
sexy?
I guess it's because if you look at it straight on the end of the way the end of the bill
Mm-hmm.
sort of, well, and actually no, because a lot of duck lips sort of clamp in, not come out. You know, I'm realizing cartoon ducks do not have duck bills.
Hmm.
They don't actually look like the actual bills of most actual ducks.
Is that it? Is it actually based on cartoon ducks? It's cartoon duck lips.
Probably.
Oh yeah. There's Mr. said yeah. End up looking like Donald and Daffy Duck. Yeah. As usual, I have a thought, and Miss got there before me.
Yeah, and Donald and Daffy Duck's bills don't actually look like duck bills.
Yeah, just a artistic license, maybe to make animation easier, so they actually have sort of lips, sort of used to animating mouth shapes when talking.
Yeah,
That would be my best guess. Because
probably.
I know there's some things like with the hands that you see Mickey Mouse in with some of the older cartoons. That was a way of making it easier to animate them.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't remember all the details. But yeah, no, I'm looking at some ducks and geese, and no, their bills don't flip up at the end like your cartoon ducks do.
There's some people call flat caps duck bills, because I'm getting a lot of pictures of flat caps.
I don't know. Can also be based on the rubber duck. Because rubber ducks do have more, generally, like the cartoon duck proportion. The other kind of in the middle. They're the missing link.
Now the question is, does the standard rubber duck style that we're aware of come before or after Daffy Duck?
Let's Google first rubber duck. Earliest version of a rubber duck first appeared in the late 1800s.
Okay, but did it look like?
Yeah.
Did it have the flip open bill?
Well, listen, what I found was, whatever the fuck this is.
What?
Which looks vaguely inappropriate.
Aquatic toy. It's like a sprinkler.
I don't like this.
No.
Why is it? Why do you want water coming out the eyes? It's terrifying. It's a patent.
The first rubber ducks were intended to be used as chew toys for both babies and dogs alike.
Once the baby grows out of it, you could just hand it over to the dog.
Yeah. So these are the first duck aquatic toys, which were from 1931. The toys would produce a fountain-like effect and enable the playing of pranks by one person on another by the squirting of a fine stream of spray upon the face or other parts of a person. So do
So
with that
it's
what
like a
you
water
will.
gun.
On the face or other parts.
Yeah. Um,
Okay,
and
Donald
then
Duck.
in 1947, it began to look more like standard rubber duck, albeit with slightly weird eyes, in my opinion.
Okay, so Donald Duck apparently comes from 1934, 3 years before Daffy. Neither of them really look like themselves in their original incarnations, as is probably not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Donald Duck looks more like a pelican, oddly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because his first appearance was in the what's it called, the Wise Little Hen or something like that.
Wise little hen, yeah.
And then it does kind of look more like an actual duck beak, even though it's very long for some reason.
Yeah, it's
Like
more like a pelican sort of shape, but without the...
weirdly long. It has also like the long neck gives a little bit more goose vibes.
Oh yeah, goosey. Yeah, we could have had Donald Goose.
Donald Goose. Um. Yeah.
Also, we have not been paying nearly enough attention to Christie's drawing here, which is now fully coloured.
Oh, yes, you have.
I love it. It's great.
Vote Smooch, Miss Vote Smooch.
It's much.
Good news, everybody. The first home release of The Wise Little Hen was in 1986 on Betamax.
Okay.
Now everyone can watch it on Betamax. That thing everyone had.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what Betamax is.
Exactly. It goes alongside Laserdisc, and
But I believe I have seen the little wise hen. Wise little hen. Whatever. One of the two.
I'm done.
yay!
Not done.
It's
As with
amazing.
as with everything we're likely to draw today, it's always going to end with, "I'm done."
Yes.
There we go. Oh, there they go. They're gone now. Oh yeah. Oh, I've got a bit of the sort of eyelash thing going on. I've just seen.
I hate that duck from the front.
It does look a bit weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anywho, what's happening now? Ragdoll, me or you?
Either you or I are drawing.
Who has a coin? I really should have a coin on my desk just for these occasions. I'll draw. It's fine. Give me really awkward prompts, please.
Okay.
All right, let's make Chris draw furry to go with the others at the furry convention.
Any of you use the word cat?
Yeah, I'll take these two vaguely animalistic prompts. With vaguely, I mean pretty. Pretty animalistic prompts. Just because you asked.
I didn't ask at all. People got the things? Nope, still writing.
I just couldn't spell it. It is what it is.
Oh, that's
Okay. Everyone ready?
Woo.
3, 2, 1, go.
The awkward hands, cat eye, singular. Biker gloves, long arms, lil cat mouth, and hooves.
I like how we've got two things for cat, another thing for something that's clearly not cat, but that came from one of the same problems with cat.
I think you gotta shake things up, you know.
Cat mouth and hooves. I
Oh,
only
what
do
about...
that because she said
Hey, there's a
that.
blimp! Hello! Oh, where's the blimp?
It sounded like the start of a song.
Chris's new hit single, How is a Plamp?
How is a blimp?
Are you drawing wheels?
I'm very simplistic motorbike.
On
Why?
stream.
Why?
Very simplistic. Don't worry. There were biker gloves. They're going to be on a bike. Makes sense.
They don't have to.
I have concerns
We
about their
didn't
ability
make
to
you
drive
draw
while they
this.
have hooves for feet.
Don't worry about it. Organ hands, cat eye.
I can't believe you're willingly drawing this.
Very simple. This is not the first motorbike I've drawn on stream. In fact, this might be the third.
I mean, that doesn't change how incredulous this is. That's why all of us are sitting here and going, why?
Yeah,
Okay.
why?
We've only specified long arms, but I'm tempted to make that into the motif of just long.
Just long.
I mean,
Long,
just
long man.
It's long cat,
Long cats.
but on a bike.
A bike. It does vaguely look like a tricycle right now.
Yeah, it's simplistic motorbike is a tricycle apparently.
like me and my scoot.
I think
Render
it's
it.
because the wheels, how the wheels are situated, it looks like they wouldn't be just like right along the same line.
It's fine.
You've defined a plane.
Well, I mean,
Ooh, very long legs.
Oh.
Oh, right, because there's hooves on the end for some reason.
hooves. Not really. Don't want them to be leaning back.
Now, the question is this an animal that usually has hooves dressed as a cat, or is this an animal that is cat-like dressed as something that would have hooves?
Is this cosplay?
You're all going
I'm
to the convention.
I'm kind of tempted to go down the superhero route again, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Because I'm sort of imagining the domino mask with the cat eyes is quite a cool look.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to ride a bike.
No, they're leaning very far backwards.
Look, their arms are very long.
And they
Don't
cannot
them.
bend them, or what?
And currently a little disconnected.
It's fine, don't worry about it. What else is there? Biker gloves, awkward hands. What's awkward about hands?
I mean, it's difficult with what you've done, but I was just imagining someone being awkward with their hands, fidgeting and stuff, and not knowing where to put their hands.
See, I was just gonna go.
I mean, when you're driving a bike, it's pretty easy to tell where the hands should go.
Yeah.
Should. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna have the fingers just sort of pointing in weird directions.
They don't know how to ride a bike.
Their first day on the job, and they're
Look, the
Still
gloves
not
were
comfortable with the tools.
the gloves were a birthday present. They bought the bike as a consequence.
That's a very expensive way to go from there.
They're more than their hands are awkward.
This superhero universe is a mess.
I
What's the
mean,
With
hero
that, I mean
that-
they're all messes.
I haven't really thought about the head. Is there anything else? Little cat mouth. Little cat mouth.
Whoop.
he's a
It fits
kitty.
that face so well. What the heck?
You struggle to draw cats, but you've managed to draw
It's true.
a furry cat.
It now does have vaguely Cats from Cats 2019 vibes.
I was thinking.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make them actually like furry in the same sort of way.
Oh, wonderful.
They might as well have the jacket as well, right?
Yeah.
They're zooming down the highway.
I'd say it's rolled up at the elbows, but that might actually just be how long the sleeves are. The jacket was not made for them.
Oh, it's like the issues my brother has finding pants. So my brother is very tall and skinny. And because companies are cheap and don't design things for actual human beings, if you are finding pants with long legs, they're also very wide, so they don't fit him.
Yeah.
But if you find pants that are the right waist length, the legs aren't usually long enough, unless you're getting like pants that are designed to be tailored, because those are usually, we're only worried about the waist circumference, and all of them are just really, really long legs, and where you are in, the intention is you hem up the pants for whatever you need them for.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have the opposite problem that your brother has then, because my pants are always too long. Because I am short for a Dutch person. I will tack on that last little bit because people have discovered I'm not actually that small. But
Jib's actually like a human size. It's very disappointing.
but I
Expected
am
to
very
fit
much
them in my
shorter
pocket.
than the Dutch average, so and so my approach to getting pants is either um cuffing my pants like crazy or suffer.
Yeah,
Suffer
those
with a small waistband, you know?
One of those sounds better. Dutch average is 6'2". Well then.
I mean, how tall is 6'2"?
the
I
thing.
mean,
190 centimeters. 190 centimeters.
Jesus.
So you're a very small giant.
well, I think that's for men. Yeah.
I do like the
Yeah.
phrase "a very small giant," though.
Yeah.
Yes. The average Dutch man is 184 centimeters. The average Dutch woman is 170 centimeters.
I'm 1 centimeter above average in the Netherlands.
And you were the tallest of our group, and
Only when I stood up straight.
I mean, that counts. It's not like it doesn't count automatically.
Well, it depends what you mean by
100
height. We're getting back to Dolly Parton, aren't we?
I'm 159 centimeters, and I'm taller than 2 people in my family.
Nice. Well, I there's a part of my mum's side of the family are all very short,
Yeah.
and I have an aunt who, whenever they visit, I'm reminded that they as tall as my waist. Basically, they are absolutely tiny.
Yeah.
No, they get things off of the low shelves, and you get things off of the high shelves. And
Exactly.
It all works
Yes.
out.
Mhm.
Together as a society, we thrive.
Yeah. But I mean, I've met several Dutch people that are, because that's the average. I've met several people who are very much taller than us. One of them being my cousin, which I have mentioned before, but he cannot fit through normal doorways in like your average house without like bending down a little bit.
Hey, Cheeb, you're not really putting evidence against the you're just a short giant.
Mm.
Because you have relatives who can't fit through doors in a land populated by very tall people.
Mhm.
Even in a land of giants, your family are giants.
Yeah.
This is a terrible wheel. It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm drawing.
It's annoying that this is kind of cool.
Thank you.
The concept isn't. It's not supposed to be.
I mean, he also hasn't gotten to the hoof foot yet, which I'm sure is
Yeah.
going to be at least mildly upsetting.
Well,
It's gonna
it's there. Like, been sketched. Don't worry about it. Look, at least I'm drawing Hooves' feet this time.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for that.
What was who's last time?
He's talking about Tori, who has hooves for hands and person feet, which is still one of the most upsetting depictions of a Minotaur.
My absolute favorite thing about that is that until someone pointed it out, I didn't realize.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's just a little cursed.
Yeah.
Tori's more than a little cuss.
I mean, have you seen that mouth?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Tori himself is lovely, but his design is cursed.
That was the design ethos for that comic. Bunch of lovely characters who were all just cursed.
I think also based on this posture, they are not sitting on that motorcycle. Like, their butt is not hitting that seat.
Don't worry about it.
This person does not know how to bike
No.
at all.
This is the first time they've sat on this bike.
Again, they brought it purely as a consequence of somebody buying them biker gloves. They have no other reason to ride a motorcycle. They're just like, well, I've got the gloves now. Quite. Yeah, they do have a kind of vaguely insufferable vibe about them. So yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Isn't there a thing here with bikes? You kick it and it starts. I don't know anything about bikes.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have to.
Why did you make me draw them? Honestly.
You did this to yourself, Chris.
Honestly. I invite you on my stream, and then you force me to draw motorbikes. Terrible.
So yeah, so far this is I don't know if I'd call it a friend group, but they sure interact with each other.
I'm sort of imagining like there are various leagues of like superhero or something, and there are more superheroes than leagues or useful leagues necessarily, and so you sort of get the lower leagues of ones that are just sort of like, we need you to be somewhere. You're in this group now, and so that's this group. They're not really.
I have a feeling though that the
useful.
burlesque chicken is literally just a burlesque dancer, and it's just that everyone thinks they're a superhero because
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever met burlesque and drag dancers. They're all of the ones that I know that aren't just giant multi-million rich people are very involved with like community stuff. So it's like, oh, you have something you need. Cool. Time to muster up the resources of like every third person on this block, because that's just all of the people that I know personally and have and all of them just owe me a favor because I've helped them with something else using all of these other people that I know personally.
Now it somewhat looks like he was called out, for a thing, for a superhero thing, and he was also babysitting his little nephew. So, into the sidecar.
Clamps wanted a sidecar, so drew a sidecar.
Also, Ragdoll, don't make my chicken curse lovely.
We're doing. Well, I was gonna say wholesome, and I don't remember what I'm drawing. Not necessarily horrors today.
Not necessarily horror.
Also, I know enough about burlesque shows to know that sometimes the things they come up with are very cursed. Like, there's an artist I follow who for a long time did a cheese-themed burlesque show.
Oh. No.
Why was my first thought Wallace?
Yep. Because you spend too much time around me.
Like it's been like my brain immediately went to that, like it's a confirmed fact that Wallace is a burlesque dancer. And that's a very upsetting thing.
We have seen him in his undies. And cursed at the same time.
I don't think I would go to that show. Now, granted, I haven't seen their cheese-themed burlesque show because this is an artist I follow online and they live in a different state. But I have seen posters for it and like the images, like pictures that have been taken at the shows, so I can confirm it is a cheese-themed burlesque act.
Oh, this wasn't a one-off. This is a general thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a show
God,
they've put on multiple times, and it's like, okay, well, I guess someone enjoys this.
I hope there's no real cheese.
Don't think so.
It's all real cheese. The seats, the stage.
But also, I know this is someone where one of their hobbies is cheese tasting, so it wouldn't surprise me if real cheese was involved at some point in the act. And it's just kind of like, I'm just going to eat my lunch on stage.
And it's not confetti, it's Parmesan.
Why are you rendering a motorbike right now?
I just wanted to make it clear what's what. You know? It was just a bunch of squiggles, and I'm like, okay, this is the general idea. Now you can sort of see what all the bits mean.
Mm-hmm.
It did help, actually.
Yeah. No longer looks like a tricycle, so well done.
Yeah.
See? I know vaguely what I'm doing sometimes.
Only
it needs
sometimes.
a background.
It does not need a background. Thank you, miss.
Speed strike.
I mean, you could just draw lines for the highway, and that could be the background.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Don't give him ideas.
I could do like the sort of classic.
No.
Okay, we won't do the classic. There's no blur tool. The blur tool would have been handy, but there you go. There's this
there is him and his
long.
little nephew that he was forced to bring.
It's him and this.
Him and this. Well, that occurred.
It sure did.
Next.
Also, I like that the little cat is just really small compared to the sidecar.
The original idea was that was just a cat. It wasn't an additional person, but I guess that's just nephew. Don't think about it. This is a weird world.
Don't worry about it.
Ragdoll. Oh, gotta think of things.
Oh shit, yeah.
All right, what kind of furry am I drawing? Since that seems to be the theme here that we've sort of stumbled into.
Furry superhero. I was expecting monstrosity, but
Apparently, we're making a superhero team. Who would have
apparently,
thought?
yeah. the League of Rejects. Oh yeah, I should probably format it in such a way that it's easier to read, so there's two of them. Like people have done before.
Potentially still less racist than the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Is Red Sabra racist?
Of course, I've now said that, but I have a feeling that not everyone in this call is aware of that comic. But that's okay.
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know what
recommend
you're
reading it.
talking about.
I remember seeing the film once and thinking it was kind of fun.
The comics are a lot different.
Okay, fair enough. I've heard a lot of people didn't like the film because it was nothing like the comics.
I sort of preferred well, okay. The film's not good, but if you take it as a yeah, this is just silly action movie thing, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Cheesy.
But with
thing.
the comics, it's like there's rape here.
Oh, lovely.
And just really, really, really bad caricatures and racial stereotypes. I'm going to read something else.
No.
I'm going to stick with my camp little film about people from horror stories banding together. Have we got prompts?
We all done?
E, 3, 2, 1, go! Oops. Okay, well, we have beady shark eyes and a crooked back. We have a mane and arms with stitches. And we have fur and cheese.
I'm sorry, my brain is tired.
That's when the best prompts arrive from, so don't worry about it.
Beady shark eyes, crooked back, mane, or... For some reason, I'm imagining just like a little hunched over mouse guy.
Oh.
Because I know it says beady shark eyes, but also mice have beady eyes.
Yeah.
It just thinks it's a shark.
So, yeah, a mouse that thinks it's a shark. That is a Saturday morning cartoon.
It takes little baths in the sink and goes dun dun dun.
I mean, there was a Saturday morning cartoon show that from like the 80s or 90s that had sharks in it.
Oh, several.
I don't remember
probably.
what it was called, though.
It was Sharky and George.
Probably not that, because I remember it going off. You know the like 90s extreme. With a bunch of X's
I think I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of aesthetic that was going on there. It was following that
been
sort of
mentioned
thing.
in Drawfree at one point.
Probably Street Sharks. Miss is saying Street Sharks. Extreme.
Yeah,
Extreme.
right.
No, of course, if I type in shark cartoon, it's Baby Shark, isn't it?
Oh no.
Don't
This
watch
little
that;
bird
it's cursed.
had
I have not watched it. People keep saying how brainwormy it is, so I'm like, I'm staying away from that. Same with Let It Go. Street Sharks. Yeah.
Let It Go is just a meme. I've never been able to get Let It Go into my head and stay there for long periods of time.
You let it go. It's great.
Yeah, I
Oh
let it
God.
go. It didn't stay.
Screw animating these. Jeez. That's a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know who decided to do that because every time I've looked at them, that's always like they always come off as like over-designed to me.
Oh yeah.
And granted, I'm not an animator, but I know part of the thing with animation is drawing something over and over and over again. And even with the fact that a lot of 80s and 90s cartoons, it's like we're just going to do this as low budget as possible and reuse as many cells as possible. That's still a lot of drawing.
Yeah, we've also got the biker mice from Mars.
Yeah,
That was
that's
another-
what your drawing reminded me of.
Oh, look at those little eyes.
Oh, okay. Now that. Sorry, I looked down, didn't see the eyes, and was like, Among Us? No.
Oh, I thought it was a mouth that went, ooh.
Nose or mouth? Oh, there's the mouth.
Oh.
It is that you
Great.
like drew this posture, and my brain immediately went buddy.
Little rat boy. Yeah, crooked
That's how I
posture.
draw his posture. It's just awful.
Yeah, this person's gonna have to talk with a chiropractor at some point.
It's for relatability.
Yeah.
People can go, oh, it's me. It looks like it's chewing on something, going like,
That's where the cheese comes in.
It's nice cheese, but the sharks eat cheese?
It's eating ponderingly.
Thought of
Yeah,
the Beatrix
it's
Potter drawing.
Yeah, Peter Rabbit. That
Oh,
one.
that is. Oh, that's it. For some reason, jettisoned my brain, and now I want to look it up. No, don't just Google Cheeb.
You want me to post it in the chat for you to look at?
I can scroll through Twitter. It's fine.
Oh God, I hadn't seen what you posted earlier, Cheap. Before the eyelashes stuck.
Yeah, that.
What?
The first
quite
patent rubber duck.
Oh, yes.
It looked like the making of foie gras.
Oh no.
That's why it's so disturbing to me. It also looks like it's going honk.
Oh no, I'm scrolling through all the good buddies. Ah, there we go. E.
Is this mouse pondering which hand cheese to choose?
Yeah, it's got two very good pieces, and it's like, where to start?
Yeah, they're doing cheese
Hmm.
tastings. Like, well, this one's a bit nuttier. Ooh, I can't decide. I'll just have to eat both.
And that
Correct.
stuffs them both like hole in there.
Yeah.
Its little cheeks.
It's got mouth cheekies.
Nee.
Yeah, I'm sure I can fit both of them in there. If you've... Yeah, lots of rodents have little mouth cheekies, and if you have ever seen, like, a gerbil go at it, they can
Yeah.
fit a lot in there. Which is
I
really funny
rewatched
to
the
look.
video of a wild hamster eating candle wax the other day. It's so good. Yeah, that makes no sense. I just realized.
Is it nutritious for them or?
Yeah, it's apparently wild hamsters love graveyards because there's candles about, and
Oh.
so they steal the candle wax to eat because it's full of fat and stuff.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Good for them. So now who's going to make a thing about a possessed hamster who contains the souls of all of the people in the graveyard whose candles they've eaten?
That's actually really funny.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yep. Oh, it's such a cursed Pokemon.
There we go. New Pokemon. Ghost hamster. It's not
It's
itself
called
a ghost.
Ham-
Eee, weesh.
Need to
Little
put little
stitches on
feetsies
its
somewhere,
arm.
but I don't know where the little feetsies should go.
It could just be fat and have its little feetsies under its pouch.
Tiny feetsies.
No.
Look at that big cheese belly.
So where do they fit in the superhero league?
Oh,
They work in the cafeteria.
Fair enough.
Well, they
What do you
say
mean?
they work in the cafeteria,
Yeah.
but they're actually a mouse in the hole living in the walls, stealing their cheese.
I love
What do
the
you-
idea of everyone thinks this is like an employee, but no, it's just a mouse.
No, they're being mysterious, not talking to anyone. They have their mysterious guise, and it's a mouse.
It's just a mouse.
Ah, the silent tape, eh? Nibbles on cheese. Mysterious. Miss with the but miss with the pun.
They're also very tiny, on account of being, a mouse.
Yes. But it's just part of their mystique. Definitely.
I know
I
they're
guess
stitches, but they kind of feel like tattoos.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or like tally marks of like, this is how many pieces of cheese I've had today.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
I mean, some people
villain.
also just have little scars for stupid reasons. I've got
Yeah.
one on my knee from collecting firewood at a scout camp, and we got sent out in pairs to find firewood, and so my buddy and I found a downed tree limb and went, oh well, this has pretty much everything we need. We just need to break it down a bit. So she picked up one end, I picked up the other, and we sort of carted it over towards the campsite. And it's like, hey, where do you want us to put this so someone can break this down into twiggy bits into bigger logs? And it's like, okay, put it over there. And we moved it over there. And she dropped her end before I was ready to drop my end. And it was very heavy. And it just kind of went shink right down my knee.
Oh no.
I don't know why, but that sounds like a Bob's Burgers scenario to me.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really hurt, but it was one of those things of like, oh, I'm bleeding. I should probably go fix that.
Yeah, maybe.
I've got a little scar on my left arm from doing woodwork as a kid. It's very uninteresting. I mean, I was making a wooden axe. Because I wanted
You were
a wooden
making
axe.
a wooden axe.
Yeah.
That's
So I had
very interesting. I've never
a-
made a wooden axe.
Yeah, it's
Also,
always funny to me, Kiro, because it's like scars in like various animated media. It's like, oh, it's because of this dark, deep, brooding past, and in real life, most scars happen because of a really stupid reason.
Hmm.
Like I tripped over a rock in a parking lot. I messed up while making a wooden toy. Someone dropped a log on my knee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'd be fun if just, you had like a dark brooding character in like a superhero thing. And then they go, you know how I got these scars? Because I fell real hard.
I fell down the
Oh,
stairs
yeah.
when I was 6.
I really like the because I fell real hard. Like, you have to put emphasis on it because it was real hard.
I promise.
Bad.
It was concrete and everything.
I was helping an old lady cross the street and I fell face first into the asphalt. She helped me the rest of the way.
It was really embarrassing, and that's why I became a supervillain.
That's the supervillain origin story.
Didn't want to look anyone in the eye ever again.
Fell out of a tree. Missed climbing trees.
Yeah, my
But I
brother's
think-
got a chipped tooth because he was doing a skateboard trick and face hit concrete instead of shoes.
That's skateboards do that.
Sorry. That's a way to say it.
I mean, he wasn't even going very far. He was just on like the curbside doing a couple of things, and then he just kind of went face first into the curb.
I think my brother chipped his tooth by just falling out of bed when he was asleep. Just fell on the floor, boom, snap.
Yeah. So, fantasy. Scars come for mysterious plot reasons. Real life. Scars come from I was a child and stupid. Or I
had a
wasn't
bad
even
nightmare.
stupid. It's just gravity was introduced to me violently.
Yeah. Where's the
I'm
scar
glad
come
I've
from? Well,
seen-
I had a terrifying nightmare about a giant squirrel and fell out of bed.
And then I met Squirrel Hero.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
what is
that's how
that?
I became a supervillain. Squirrel girl, you broke my tooth when I was 6. Meanwhile,
I
she's
had a
just
fight
eating
with
an
concrete and it won. Yeah.
acorn.
Yeah.
Concrete's hard, it turns out. Harder than teeth.
Mhm.
Do we want to go around again? I was about to say, or do we want to all do one? But I don't know how that would work.
I don't know how that
Uh,
would work either.
Oh, I guess what we could do, we could all put in 2 prompts, and you draw a character with the prompts from the other 3 people. So all of us are going to
Ah.
share
Yeah.
like some with each other.
Interesting.
That
Yeah.
could be kind of interesting. Why
Because
not?
then you have a little bit of like different interpretation and still have the same prompt, but
Yeah.
also a little bit different.
Everyone will have something different between them, but also something the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that. I now need to split the canvas up into 4. That's close enough. People on stream just watching me try to bifurcate something. Cool. Right. Then we all need 2 more things.
And we need to come up with what those things are. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Was it 2 each?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you got 2, that's good.
Yeah.
And then we draw 4 more furries.
Probably.
This is the supervillain league.
Mhm. Yeah. We've drawn the superheroes. Now we're drawing the supervillains.
We've drawn the
Supervillains in
quote-unquote.
quotes.
Yeah. We've drawn the superheroes in quotes and the cafeteria mouse.
I'm witty.
Ready? All ready? Yeah.
Yep.
3,
Yep.
2, 1, go. Right.
Yeah.
So Ragdoll's prompts for everyone but Ragdoll are long flowing hair and boots. My prompts for everyone but me is crocodile mouth and heelys. Christie's prompt for everyone but Christie is freezing and fierce brows. That's good for the supervillain. And Cheeb's prompts for everyone but Cheeb is big old goblin ears and hairy tummy.
All right. So, apologies to anyone who now has to draw boots that are Heelys.
Yeah.
It's fine, you just draw shoes at an angle with a wheel. But also make
Let's
them
see.
tall. I don't, I just have to draw boots.
Right. Okay.
Apple bottom jeans and boots with the wheels.
Okay.
It's a
Also,
lot
we
of
have
going
crocodile
just
mouth.
okay.
We have
I mean-
crocodile mouth and big old goblin ears.
I'm just drawing a big goblin. That's all I'm doing.
And that's great.
Yep, sure. Okay, cool. I'll go with that. Why not?
A goblin with long flowing hair.
Oh, yeah. Draw the big goblin. I'm drawing the big goblin.
Miss, I've now got that song stuck in my head, so thanks, I guess.
That's another song I haven't heard. Specifically one that people say is catchy. There's plenty of songs I haven't heard. Most songs, in fact. And I don't think that's surprising.
No, you were born in the 60s.
Born in the 1960s. There are some like really popular songs that I've heard exclusively through parody. And it makes it very confusing when I actually hear the real thing.
Yeah, there's a couple that the first version I heard was the Weird Al version.
Weird Al does good work. There were definitely some from the last album. I was like, I guess this is a popular song, but now it's just about hardware.
Um,
Who knows what the original was? Boots, boots. Don't forget the boots.
don't forget the boots, Chris.
Don't forget to boot the boot.
Well, I've decided to go off the rails with this a little bit.
So question, what are Heelys exactly? Which one are those?
It's shoes with a little wheel in them.
Right, it's those. Okay. I had to ask. Sometimes I forget which weird semi skateboarding trend is which.
It's not skateboarding, it's skate shoeing. I mean, it's a distinct possibility, miss.
I don't know what I'm trying.
They are freezing though, which makes sense because they're not really wearing many clothes.
With crocodile mouth, you meant like dinosaur, right?
Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh, I wish I had Chibi's grasp of anatomy and how bodies work.
You do.
Chib, teach us your ways. Do tutorial videos.
I mean, if you want, sure.
Chib tutorials.
I don't think I'm good enough for tutorials, but you know.
I also
God,
think
what I've
that
drawn
about
looks so silly.
Good. That's what we want.
Welcome to the club, Ragdoll. Um, how would Heelys work with these feet? I don't know.
Oh yeah, you got to do Healy boots.
Uh, oh, freezing. I hadn't thought about freezing. Also, I don't know how to put the feet that I've drawn in boots. That might also be a problem.
The boots don't have to be on the feet.
Like, how do you put big claws into boots, you know?
Oh, you do what Luna does and just rip the front out of the shoes.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that also works with the aesthetic. That's, yeah. Thank you.
Nice. Luna fashion advice. Which is definitely not
Just
Luna
destroy
just
your
getting
clothes.
frustrated and ripping them open. Luna also can't find shoes that fit. I think I need to practice drawing more extreme shapes. This was quite extreme in my head and is quite tame on paper. So, need practice. Do goblins have nipples? Are they mammals? Don't they come from mushrooms? I don't know how this
Maybe.
works.
Maybe.
Yeah, Miss says yes. Okay. They collect them. That's not the answer I wanted, but
I mean, it's an answer.
it is an answer.
And based off of these questions, I'm going to assume we're going to zoom out and there'll be horny art somewhere.
Well,
Well, it's
gonna-
not with me, at least.
not for my personal tastes, but then again, I'm asexual, so that's probably
Long clothes,
Doesn't-
hair check,
doesn't say a
boots
lot.
check, Heelys check, crocodile neck, close enough check, pierced brows check, freezing. I don't know what to do with freezing.
I've just put like little shake lines.
Also, haven't figured out yet what the arms are doing, so I should probably figure that out at some point.
I mean, there's nothing that says it has to have arms.
No, it does have arms for this. I actually like what I've drawn.
Nice.
This is not how these streams are supposed to go.
Actually,
Not supposed to
I
make
do
good
the same.
stuff.
I cannot wait for you guys to see what I've drawn. I think that's a good sign. This is a little bit out there. I don't know how this came to be, but you know.
See, this is what happens when you get weird prompts. Occasionally, you make something that you didn't know you could make or wanted to make, but you did. This is why I like
And
doing random
sometimes
things.
I didn't know I wanted to make this affectionate and didn't know I wanted to make this derogatory.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think I'm pretty much done with that.
I want someone to walk into this stream now.
And there's nothing but silence happening, and you're drawing whatever you're drawing.
Yep. This would be the best introduction to these streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how to put phrasing into this. I really don't.
I'm sorry.
Stick some ice
It's
cubes down
okay.
their trousers.
No! They were wearing leather trousers. I can't do that to them.
That's fair.
I mean, you could, but it would be difficult.
I somehow made mine look like a pig.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know how. And I also love them. Oh shoot! I forgot a thing.
What happened?
But I love them as they are. Oh no.
Freezing. Silence. It's quiet. So quiet. Listen, we're not
But
professionals over here.
this is why usually in these streams we do most of the drawing with one person drawing and everyone else chatting.
Usually, yeah.
Usually.
That way we can cover up the crimes that are happening.
With
Right.
more verbal crimes.
All the crimes. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're listening to the verbal crimes, you're ignoring any of the drawing crimes.
Some people can multitask, I hear, though, so they can observe all crimes. Like,
I like this guy.
what was that film?
I still don't know how to work
Minority
in
Report?
phrasing. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to leave phrasing it because I cannot think of a way to like put it in. Or I just give them an ice cream, but would that ruin the vibe of the drawing? It's fine. They can have an ice cream as a treat.
Or they're standing next to an ice cream truck.
They
But that would
can-
require you drawing a truck.
yeah. No, they're just getting like a little like popsicle.
Yep.
I gave mine food too, so that works. Though mine is sort of the opposite of a popsicle.
I can't hear the word popsicle without thinking of Game Grumps.
Need a popsicle. Yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done
Me
with
too.
that addition. I like my guy. I think he's pretty cool.
With and without the popsicle.
Yes.
And now we just wait for whatever crimes Carissa's rendering.
It's fine. Just done a quick background.
Why?
To give context for the cold.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. I took a screenshot because my pen isn't working, and I'm very scared it's if it's because I'm not in the program anymore.
You're still your icon's still here, so hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, my pen just died, I guess.
Oh no.
Hopefully
Sure,
it's just a battery.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm ready, I guess.
Okay, well,
Are you all ready?
time for crimes.
I'm ready. Christy, are you ready?
It's connecting. Something's happening.
Oh,
Well, at this point, you might be able to just see it on the
Yeah,
stream.
y'all just reveal. I've got black screen.
yep. Oh,
my
cool.
So I was right. There are crimes happening.
No crimes. Only cool friends. Look at these.
Oh my god. Look at them.
This isn't a League of Superheroes. This is just like a little street gang running around causing mischief.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them.
my god, look at them.
I don't think
This is
Christie's
a
is
comic.
causing mischief, at least not on purpose. They're just
Because
vibing.
yeah, they're vibing.
They're,
They're with
they're
their
like that
friends.
80s jazzercise instructor type thing.
They're doing the Heelys. Doing a glide. This is the cast for a comic. We need to come up with a comic for this.
Yeah. What? What, miss? What?
Are
What
there
did Chris? Chris, right?
What did I? What? That's going a bit
The
overboard.
the
Oh, that's yeah.
Tower
Uh,
of Solitude.
the Tower of Solitude. That's their secret base in the Arctic.
Right.
Which is that they had more grandiose plans, but that's all they could manage. I needed them to be cold, and I thought, oh, where's cold? Oh, it's the Arctic. Oh, wasn't that where Superman had his thing? So yeah, that's their knockoff tower. Cardboard box.
Lovely. Cheap, your drawing, your alligator whatever drawing has very strong butch lesbian vibes, and I love it.
Yeah.
So at this point, how many of your characters have that T-shirt?
I don't know, because it's very much a parsley thing. Most of the time I might have drawn the parsley. So I don't know if there's actually any others besides this one that have had it.
Oh no, no, miss, I didn't write that. That was just bad spelling. That wasn't Dutch.
I love them with all my heart.
I also like it's because cold. I see it's got the little Christmas sweater on Ragdoll's one and a little scarf.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
freezing. So
In hat.
they're wearing sweater, scarf, a little hat, earmuffs, and they've got a little cup of hot cocoa.
I do like the difference of, hey, we've got to indicate the character's cold. Ragdoll went, okay, they'll have a hot drink, and Cheeb went, okay, they'll have an ice cream.
Listen, I had to work it in somehow, and
I like the
wasn't
fact
about
that
to change their outfit.
two exact opposites for the same solving the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
And then your
Also-
guy is just completely like
It's absolutely frozen. But it's
very
doing it.
much shirtless and also pantsless ? Is that their underwear?
Yeah.
Okay, just in the Arctic for some reason.
That's where that's where the fortress is.
They do have very glorious hair.
Yeah, I drew the ears and then I went, hang on, where does the head go? To the side.
Mm. Yeah.
I can't believe you drew these beauties 5 minutes before time.
Oh right.
Yeah, we still have time. Let's do another one. No, it's 5 minutes.
Struck with the thought of Cheap with a t-shirt cannon of the
So long as the t-shirts are wrapped up in such a way that you can read them as they're flying through the air. I feel like that's a powerful, literally a powerful message.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get hit by that one.
Mm-hmm.
Can we like rotoscope in? Not rotoscope. Can we just like trace in that the emblem emblazed on the side of the t-shirt that hits Ned Flanders' wife in The Simpsons? I think that'd be funny. She won a medal. It would be funny. He wouldn't find it funny, but it would be
fuck shirt.
Fashion police. What? Well, they wouldn't hit Mal then. They would. Mal's got weird taste.
What a
Yeah,
friend group.
It's a friend group. They're just having a time. They're enjoying themselves
Mm-hmm.
and maybe causing mischief in the process.
Probably.
just enough mischief for the lowest league of superheroes to come in and have to fix it.
Yeah,
Basically littering.
pretty
Not
much.
even the B League. It's like I can't even say Z League because that actually sounds like a cool name.
Yeah.
They're like the
I was
W League.
I was thinking Omega, that also sounds cool.
U League.
we need like the Wingdings League. Like we're so far down we're into fonts. It's the Wingdings for Filing Cabinet League.
That or it's like with the Excel spreadsheets where it just starts doubling up on letters.
Oh yeah.
We're not the B League, we're the BBB League.
With the ZZ Top. No.
It's very funny imagining these four friends just causing some very minor mischief, and then
Oh yeah.
the quote unquote superhero squad rolling up.
It's kind of like sort of free community service, basically. It's like saves a little time for the street cleaners.
Yeah.
Why not? And I like the idea that my character treats it like that they're like a proper supervillain gang.
Oh yeah.
None of the other three care.
No. Absolutely not.
I'm sure Christie's character is not even aware that your character's saying, "Oh, this is a proper supervillain gang."
Mm-hmm.
They're just
not entirely sure what's
vibing, doing their exercises.
pure
Yeah.
vibes.
Pure vibes. That's all. That's all that matters in their head.
Just
Ragdoll's
occasionally-
one just wants to get coffee.
Yeah. They really like coffee.
Minus the muscle of the group, I guess.
Yours is probably the only one that actually presents a danger,
Yeah.
but is not necessarily dangerous.
No. Like,
They could if they want, but they don't.
like, while I was drawing it, I was very much getting like punk vibes from them.
Yeah.
So I very much leaned into that, and that's like, yeah, that's their crime. They are punk.
Punk. The occasional bit of graffiti, maybe.
Yeah. They occasionally say fuck the government, and then the superhero team is like, gasp! How dare you?
Then like a fight sequence occurs, but it's not actually a fight sequence. It's just people pointing and saying, "Don't say that." That's bad. And then just a big sort of yellow explosion effect happens on screen saying, "That's bad."
Chris's cat character shows up and it's like, "You can't say that in front of my nephew. That's rude."
There's children here.
Just puts the really long arms over and blocks the ears. So now I'm imagining Vinnie Jones's character in Lockstock. That's a different vibe. Beating people up and saying, "Don't swear in front of my kid." Anyway, it's friends. We
friends.
inexplicably keep drawing friends.
Or enemies.
I guess this method sort of leans into the idea of a certain element of physical similarity, right? So there's going to be, they're not going to feel like completely disparate.
No.
There's going to be connection.
But then they still shouldn't have, they don't have to be a friend group. But these are definitely friends.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
They're all stuck with each other.
Yeah. Again, except Christie's, who's just vibing.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
I
Very
mean, I imagine
unaware of anything that's happening.
Christie's one is probably why they are all friends. Like they started out as individual friends with Christie's character, and then they just kind of became a friend group, and now they're stuck with each other. That's what I imagine.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, bless them. Should we ruin this?
Sure.
You're probably going to have to take over Christie's layers because it looks like
Oh, right,
Christie
yeah.
hasn't been able to get back on.
Oh no.
It's still just a black screen.
Oh no. There we go.
Now my lady is kind of cut down the middle.
You're right in the center.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Not actually that much of a mess today, must be said.
No.
Yeah, but also Christie's layers aren't on yet. Oh, or they are and I just can't see them.
Oh, they are for me. I assumed you'd be able to see that. I guess not.
Well, I'll just bring it up on stream. That's fine. Yep, there we go.
Oh, I will steal all of Christie's layers. Then mine.
Crime.
Yeah, color.
There we go. They're all there, and they're all mine. I did this. I can draw good dogs and sexy chickens.
And a rat.
Chicken ladies.
Right on the motorbike.
It does sort of look like there's room for Chib's raccoon hero and the chicken lady on the motorbike. So unfortunately, it also looks like Ragdoll's crocodile friend is going to get run over. But
oh no!
Look out! Take your headphones off. Reminds you of a character from a Tales game. Kind of vibe and doing the right thing. Just along for the ride, and there to be friends. They recover their memories in the epilogue, and they're actually really powerful and scary. Yeah! They're the true powerful one. But they're just vibing. So it's fine. Like Schwimp.
Like Schwimp. Also just vibing.
Just vibing and also all powerful.
Love that as a character.
Turns out, good character design. And with that, swoosh, we will end a stream. Specifically this one. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back. I'll be back on Tuesday with Hitman. Hitman 2, which I've been playing a lot of, and I still haven't managed to beat Plamps' score. Plamps, you're too good at Hitman.
Plamps is the Hitman.
Plamps is the Hitman. We know this. We know it. You have us. Yeah, it's really good. I'm number 2 of my friends.
Plamps just keeps on winning.
I know. Thank you for chill stream. Thank you
Lance
for
is
coming.
also the gamer king, it seems.
Oh,
Yes.
Contenders for the gamer crown. You remember playing some Hitman, but it's very blurry memory. Well, it's a very good blurry memory, it turns out. You do better in a blurry memory than I do when I'm trying. That's about right. Yeah, we'll be back for that on Wednesday. There'll be doodles, whatever. Might finish off the dragon thing. I haven't done that yet. Pigeon dragon. Then Saturday, more War Tales, maybe, possibly. I know Kiro has a thing on Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. And Sunday, more of whatever we do here.
More.
I'd say crimes, but honestly, today's actually been quite wholesome. So,
Yeah.
wholesome crimes. Maybe.
Wholesome crime.
Jeep needs to sleep now. Crimes? Crimsums? Kroll? Crolls.
Kroll? Crumb.
Goodbye, everybody.
Grr.
Bye.
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 Bye. Have a good week.